guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and today is a pretty special day. We are celebrating 4 lovely ladies that are celebrating their 4,000 subscribers. So this is the 4 at 4K giveaway hop. This is for Kendra at Cards by Kendra, Ciara at Ciara T Designs, Amanda at Pear Blossom Press, Lynn at NLV Handcrafted, and we are going to be celebrating the whole time. So of course I've got to do something celebratory. So I've got this new stamp set and stencil set from Spellbinders that's called Party Balloons Bouquet. I don't have anything like this in my stash, so I was like, yeah, I have to have that. It is just too cool. So yeah, I went ahead and bought it. Anyhow, I'm going to be stamping this out, and we're going to be using the stencils to color it up. So I'm going to start off by stamping out my balloons in VersaFine Claire Nocturne. That is my choice for nice dark black, especially when I'm doing heat embossing. That looks fabulous. And then I'm going to flip it around so that I can get it off of my new sticky grid. I just changed them out finally, guys. So this is a Nakapa mat that has not been used before. And see if I can get some of the stick off of it before I put this back down. So I'm going to try to put it back without smudging any. No, I'm not. I was going to try to do all of the embossing at once. I cannot do that without smudging this. So I'm taking out my Wow Clear Embossing Powder. I'm going to go ahead and heat set this first side, and then we're going to restamp it on the other side. So I have my bouquet of balloons is going to be all around the card. So I am playing with my new Lisa Horton Ultimate 2. That's what I'm going to be using to do my my stenciling. It's designed so that you can create your own peg system for your stencils, okay? So we've got the pegs here. Her stencils have got little holes where you just line it straight up. I'm going to actually be using this pretty much in the same way, but in order for me to get everything lined up right, first I double checked, and the stencils do line up perfectly if they're on the edge there. So as long as I have my paper in the right spot, I should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and just tape this in place. Because of course it goes by how you actually stamped everything, right? So I'm going to put everything in place, and then I can go through each of my stencils and add some color down. Then once I get done with the first side, I'll flip it around and do the other. I think what I'm going to start off with, first off, we're going to be using the ladies' favorite colors. So you probably saw in our thumbnails, we have got their 4 favorite colors. We've got Kendra with a nice pink, Lynn is with a blue, Ciara is with a purple, and Miss Amanda is with a green. So I've got some different shades of those. I'm sure that it's not going to match up perfect to what their favorites are, but hopefully it'll be close. And I've just got out all of my inks here. I've got some Simon Hurley. I've got some Catherine Pooler. Those are some of my favorite inks at the moment. And I'm just going to use a combination of these to color up my stencil here. Starting off, I think I'm going to start off with the greens, and I'm going to start with Garden Party. First off, this one is a lighter shade, and most importantly, this one is my dry one. So if I don't have quite enough, my later gators should make up the difference and add a little bit of darkness to that. So now I'm just going to put this back in place. I'm going to go over each of the little circles there. Not messing with this side. This side has got, actually, while I'm thinking about it, so that I don't accidentally do something odd, I'm going to tape this off. And we'll go in with the other green. So this one is Later Gator. It definitely deepens up that green a bit. Okay, and I've also decided that I don't like it with it all in that corner there because there's just not enough space. So I'm going to flip this around. First off, see how the stenciling turned out pretty much perfect? So I am going to be stenciling it on the other side. Still going to put it over there in the corner, but it's going to be easier for me to get to the colors if they're on this side. Place it over in the corner there and then just tack that part down. And then I'm going to also tack down my stencil, and then we're going to go back over all of the green. Because it looks like I may have had it set up just a little bit off before. So there we go. We've got all of our green down. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the next color. And let's come in this time with some purple. I'm doing the same thing, starting off with a lighter color and then going to a darker so that I know kind of what I want. And also give me a little bit of variation of color. And I think this light one might be just about perfect for this. Okay, so now the purple is all done. Okay, then we line that back up, tape it down, and we can start off with some of the pinks. So I've got It's a Girl, which I think is pretty dry. Or not. Looks like I may have recently re-inked that one. Let me pick up some ink. All of my brushes are pretty clean too. I just washed them. I don't remember the last time I did that, but it looks like this is picking up pretty good with that pretty pink. Okay, so those balloons are all done. Okay, so I think I've actually got 3 different colors here that I need to decide from. Got It's a Boy, All That Jazz, and Remember Me. All That Jazz and Remember Me are pretty close in color, but I think I'm going to start off with It's a Boy, since it is the lighter, and see if that's what I want to go with. All of the colors turned out pretty vibrant. They didn't go quite as light as I was thinking to begin with, but I do like vibrant colors. So I might decide that I want to go with a darker color than the It's a Boy, and we just have to see what it looks like. Actually, I think I like that. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so next I'm going to put down our sentiment. Now, this is something that's kind of cool. We have got a sentiment on each of our stencils. We've actually got several. This one that I'm looking at right now has got 3 different versions of congrats. I really like the scripty one, so that's the one I'm going to go with. And I think I'm going to go with some Simon Hurley lunar paste for this one. And what's kind of screaming at me right now is some of the Prom Queen lunar paste. They'll kind of tie in with the pink, but you could go with any of the colors that are in the card, right? First off, though, let's go ahead and tape off some of the other pieces so I don't accidentally get the colors where I don't want them. I don't want my lunar paste going anywhere that I don't want it to. And I'm going to just tape off those. I do need to strip down this side here, just to be on the safe side. Now that I got all that color down, I don't want to mess any of it up. Okay, so I'm just going to be real gentle with this, just using a palette knife. Let me get a larger one. And we're going to go in with some Prom Queen over that word. And let's take off the stencil and see how that looks. That is gonna be perfect. So I'm trimming a little tiny bit off of each of the sides because I like that little extra little bit of white space showing. So I'm lining up my finger guard with the edge of the balloons so that I'm only cutting off a very tiny little bit. I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. And it does bring it down to right about a 1/4 inch smaller on each side, which is perfect. So this is 5 1/4, and this one should be right about 4. It looks like it's actually going to be a little bit under 4, which is perfect. And then I'm going to tack that down onto a card base using some of my foam. And since we're going pink, I figure I'm going to use some of my fun foam because I want to use it up. And I'm just going to make sure I cut off enough so that's not going to be really showing around the outside. I'll trim that down to just a little bit smaller than what our card panel is. So I'm going to go to 5 by 3 3/4 and just glue that down using my art glitter glue. Okay, I'm going to put a weight on it for a second. That card front was a little bit warped from all of the heat, so we're going to give it a little bit of a chance to dry. So now I'm going to finish this guy off with a few little gems. And I picked one. I think this is from Not Too Shabby. I'm not 100% sure. Could be Scrappy Tails. But I'm picking out these real pretty pink that's going to match the lunar paste perfectly. And just adding a few little gems here and there to finish off this lovely card. I love it when a card comes together. So there we go. That's going to finish up this card for today. You guys have a wonderful day. Be sure to check out the down in the description. There's going to be information about the hop. You want to make sure to hop along with everybody on the hop because they're going to have a bunch of inspirational projects for you to see. Plus, we want to celebrate with these lovely ladies. And you guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.